Good morning, Phoenix. Welcome to the SNH News Studio.
On this morning's show, we are going to discuss what happens around you and around the world. First, we will start off with the new weekly forecast. It's 64 degrees outside right now, and it's 52 is the low. It's all sunny today, but we will begin to see some cloud cover coming over in from California on Sunday. It clears out on Monday with partly cloudy skies until Thursday when it clears up. The highs for next week range from the 60s to the low 70s, with the lows in the 50s. For national weather, there's a large storm hitting Oregon and Washington with scattered snow to the north. Two storms are hitting the East Coast, one down by Florida and the up by Maine. Check your local Doppler radar for more information.
Now with sports, we are going to talk about what happened in Supercross last Saturday. Adam Cianciarulo, the rookie, with a bad crash in practice in the whoops, he dislocated his shoulder, still qualified for the main event. In the main event, he was in first and then had to pull off the track because his shoulder popped out of socket. When his shoulder popped back in, he went out trying to race again. He was leading the points in his first year, and his practice crash ended his season and is now out for 3 to 4 months. The Milwaukee Bucks went to forward Arsen Ilyasova, and he is likely to miss the rest of the season because of a sore right ankle. The Bucks had a specialist in Los Angeles saw Ilyasova's ankle on Tuesday, and he will not get surgery. He is getting recommended rest and rehabilitation starting immediately. Here's Harrison with World News.
The situation in the Ukraine is rapidly deteriorating as thousands of Russian troops amass at the Ukrainian-Russian border in a training exercise. The NATO alliance is woefully unprepared for a conflict with Russia, as its military spending has been cut due to the end of the Cold War. Estimates place between 50 and 90,000 Russian troops on the border, and Ukraine has mobilized 40,000 reserve troops. Economic sanctions have done little to deter Vladimir Putin from tightening his hold on Crimea, which he invaded a couple of months ago. In other news, Barack Obama visited Saudi Arabia in an effort to shore up relations after disagreements over policy in regards to Iranian aggression and the revolt against the Assad regime. Saudi Arabia worries over the lifting of the economic sanctions currently enforced on Iran due to nuclear talks, a move they fear would allow them to gain increasing power. Here's Sam with the local
In
news.
Arizona, a woman was shot in the leg. This domestic violence was near Apache Boulevard in rural early Friday morning. When the kids saw their mom, they grabbed a phone and immediately called 911. When the police got there, they found a woman with a gunshot in her leg, and doctors said she will be okay and there will be no problems. The woman's husband was the one who shot her and left allegedly with both of the guns. The police were able to find and catch up to the husband, then they were able to arrest them. A man is convicted of murdering his mother and his stepfather nearly 50 years ago, and he is now free after being granted clemency by Gov. Jan Brewer. Arizona's Capital Times reporter Brewer's October approval of a sentence reduction for 65 years, Patrick Maloney, was on the stage on March 20th for release of parole. Brewer reduced Maloney's life in prison to 45 years.
That's all for our broadcast today.
Stay tuned for The Voice next.